The Ford Show! Ford Motor Company of Australia presents the Ford Show Orchestra led by Bob Gibson with Peggy Brooks, Ray Dixon, and Barbara Wheatley, while your master of ceremonies is Hayes Gordon.
A very exciting night here at the Ford Show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for we'll be presenting, by arrangement with Lee Gordon's big show, none other than Mr. Music himself, Nat King Cole. Meantime, it's ladies first as we welcome Peggy Brooks and one of your favorite songs.
Zing, zing, zoom, zoom, my little heart goes boom when I hear this melody playing. Zing, zing, zoom, zoom, a little simple tune. Who cares what the words may be saying? Zing, zing, zoom, zoom, you hear it once and soon you find that you're humming and swaying. It's more than a waltz, for after it halts, it lingers with you night and day. With this song in mind, your troubles you'll find. Zing, zing, and zoom, zoom away. Zing, zing, zoom, zoom, you hear it once and soon you find that you're humming and swaying. Get under a shower and sing for an hour. You'll feel like a million all day. And this song is great for taking off weight. Zing, zing, and zoom, zoom away.
Night lights, those blues in the night lights are no longer bright lights since I'm without you. Sweet dreams, oh, where did they fly to? You're gone, and whom can I cry to? Those night lights remind me of bright eyes and beautiful white lies, too good to be true. As I go on my way, with all my heart I pray that those night lights will lead me to you. Remind me of bright eyes and beautiful white lies, too good to be true. As I go on my way, with all my heart I pray that those night lights will lead me to
That was really great. It's really wonderful having you here on the Ford Show this evening.
Thank you, Hayes. It's a pleasure to be back to visit with you again. In fact, it's always a pleasure to come to Australia. Being my third visit here, I feel like Well, the old mob now.
Well, you don't look too old to us. You say this is your third visit to Australia. This is in the nature of something of a holiday for you, isn't it?
Well, no, I don't know.
Well, didn't you just get through with that heavy film of yours?
Well, yes, I just finished making a picture at Paramount Studios in Hollywood called The St. Louis Blues, which I play the lead role of a fellow that wrote that famous song, W.C. Handy.
Yes, indeed. From preliminary reports, we understand that you're absolutely fabulous in the role.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, we heard about it. Australia may be far away from America, but we're not out of circulation, you know.
Well, the picture will be out sometime next spring, next April, rather, so maybe perhaps you get a chance to look at it. And then,
Who did you work with on the picture?
well, we had, as my co-stars was Pearl Bailey and Eartha Kitt.
I think you're extremely fortunate, but then, on the other hand, they're extremely fortunate, too. We've heard your artistry. I'm afraid we must interrupt the proceedings just a little bit because we'd like to have a word from the people who made the Ford show possible. You've heard of sponsors, of course.
Oh, definitely.
And you've also heard of Ford.
Well, who hasn't?
Well, let's hear what Bruce Menzies has to say about it.
A friend of mine once thought that only a big car he couldn't afford could give what he wants in motoring. Then he bought the latest Prefect. Now he's the happiest fella because Prefect is the biggest small budget car ever built, giving so much more than he expected. He's an enthusiast because Prefect's 10 horsepower engine is a power producer that puts new zest into light car driving. Top gear performance is surprising with its pickup and flexibility in traffic. There's plenty in reserve for the toughest climbing and cruising at sustained speed. It gives up to 40 miles per gallon and yet has that big car feel. He likes Prefect's well-proportioned look and is proud that it's often mistaken for a bigger car. He enjoys the roominess to stretch in, the wider scope vision, which lets him see all of the road all the time. He almost brags about the amount of luggage he can pack into the mighty big boot. This happy fellow's experience can be yours. Just ask your friendly Ford dealer to arrange a test drive in the latest Prefect, and you'll be convinced that it really is the biggest small budget car ever built. And now back to Hayes Gordon and our guest, Nat King Cole.
Well, Nat, we have a huge audience with us tonight. How about another song, eh?
Well, I tell you what, Hayes, you've got a lot of wonderful singers on this show here tonight. In fact, I'd like to sort of listen to some of the wonderful performers you have here in the country. How about Miss Barbara Wheatley first doing a song?
I believe you heard a little bit of her in rehearsal, huh?
Yes.
All right, let's go in the control room and hear Barbara Wheatley sing One Fine Day.
All right.
And
And when he's reached the summit, can you guess what he'll say? He will call, butterfly from the distance. I without answering, all myself quietly concealed, a bit to tease him, and a bit so as not to die. And then in such a trouble, he will call, dear baby, work of mine, dear little orange blossom. The names he used to call me when he came here. This will all come to pass as I tell you. When he shall ride up here, and he will return, I know.
You know, Hayes, that was really wonderful. Now, you want me to sing after that? Wow, no.
Well, I think we're all waiting for you to sing. How about it, folks?
Well, I'll tell you what, I still haven't heard all the rest of your singing voices around here yet. How about this young fella, Ray Dixon?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, let's have Ray Dixon. What have we got, Bob? Amor, amor.
More, yes. Hayes?
That'll be wonderful.
Shall we go?
I like this.
Amor, amor, amor. This word so sweet that I repeat means I adore you. Amor, amor, my love. Would you deny this heart that I have placed before you? I can't find another word with meaning so clear. My lips try to whisper sweeter things in your ear, but somehow or other nothing sounds quite so dear as this soft caressing word I know. Amor, amor, my love. When you're away, there is no day, and nights are lonely. Amor, amor, my love. Make life divine, say you'll be mine and love me always. I can't find another word with meaning so clear. My lips try to whisper sweeter things in your ear, but somehow or other nothing sounds quite so dear as this soft caressing word I know. Amor, amor, my love. When you're away, there is no day, and nights are lonely. Amor, amor, my love. Make life divine, say you'll be mine, and love me only. Thank you, Ray Dixon. That was a nice voice, wasn't it, Nat?
Boy, he swings very good. Those high notes are very good. I wish I could hit some of those myself.
Oh, I have a feeling you can. Let's hear a couple of those high notes right now.
Well, I tell you what, Hayes, I've been thinking, the people would like to hear this great Ford show orchestra led by Bob Gibson.
How about that one?
Well, that sounds very nice. Thank you, Nat. What would you like to hear, anyhow?
Well, I heard you rehearsing that David Lowe tune this afternoon. I think it was Holiday for Trombones
That's
or something
quite
like
right,
that, huh?
yeah.
How about that one?
Like to hear that? Good.
That'll still keep me off.
It's trying, isn't it?
If I can keep this up, you see we run out of time.
No,
See,
I
that'll
have,
help you.
I have a feeling we're going to do something to get you to sing, but in the meantime...
When you're the owner of a Ford-built motor vehicle of any type, you have a lasting asset in terms of performance, dependability, and top value for money. There's still another advantage in being a Ford owner. Wherever you live, wherever you drive, you'll find a nearby Ford dealer. He's a man with complete knowledge of your vehicle. He has stocks of genuine Ford parts and accessories. His staff is trained in Ford factories in the proper care of Ford-built units. And he has special factory-designed equipment to ensure that work is done efficiently and economically. Your nearby Ford dealer is a friend indeed. Get to know him and get the best in motoring.
Well, now, I didn't think we were going to make it. Believe me, Nat, those are all the voices we have, singing and otherwise. Now it's up to you.
Well, I'm stuck, huh?
No, I don't think you're going to call it stuck because this audience is going to love every bit of what you have to do.
Well, thank you, Hayes. This time I'd like to do a little song. In fact, this tune was written by one of America's great composers, the late Victor Young. It's entitled When I Fall in Love. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too is when I fall in love with you. Thou swell, thou witty, thou sweet, thou grand, wouldst kiss me pretty, would hold my hand, both thine eyes are cute too, what they do to me. Hear me holler, I choose a sweet lollapalooza in thee. I feel so rich in a hut for two rooms, a kitchen, I'm sure would do. Give me not a lot of, just a plot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand. Thou swell, thou witty, thou sweet, thou grand, wouldst kiss me pretty, would hold my hand. I hear me holler, I choose a sweet lollapalooza in thee. I feel so rich in a hut for two rooms, a kitchen, I'm sure would do. Give me not a lot of, just a plot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou sweet, thou pretty, thou swell, thou sweet, thou witty, thou grand.
Really worthwhile waiting for, Nat King Cole.
Thank you.
You know, on my behalf, I'd like to say just a little word about your singing, if I may.
You want me to leave?
No, you stand right there and take it. You know, I don't know of another singer who can get to the heart of a lyric the way you can, Nat King Cole. Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen?
No, thank you.
And just for that, you've got to do me a favor.
All right. Yeah.
I'd like to hear one of the songs that you just recorded on that extended play for Capitol. How about Around the World?
Oh, that would be nice. Love it. Around the world, I search for you. I travel on when hope was gone to keep a rendezvous. I knew somewhere, sometime, somehow, you'd look at me and I would see the smile you're smiling now. It might have been in County Down, or in New York, in gay Paris, or even London town. No more will I go all around the world, for I have found my world in you. It might have been in County Down, or in New York, in gay Paris, or even London town. No more will I go all around the world, for I have found my world in
And the Ford Show says thank you to our guest, America's Nat King Cole.
Tonight, the Ford Show presented the world-famous Nat King Cole by arrangement with Lee Gordon's Big Show. You also heard Peggy Brooks, Ray Dixon, Barbara Wheatley, the Ford Show Orchestra led by Bob Gibson, and your master of ceremonies was Hayes Gordon. The Ford Show is produced and directed by Darcy Fitzgerald. Bruce Menzies speaking.
A reminder, too, to listen for the Ford Show again at the same time next week, presented by Ford Motor Company of Australia. The Ford Show is broadcast over an Australia-wide network to our armed forces and shortwave listeners around the world through Radio Australia. So, until the same time next week, it's good night from
F-O-R-D.
And remember, wherever you go, wherever you are, watch the Fords go by.